There was a young girl who lived in a big city with her mother. They were very poor and often went to bed hungry. One day, the mother found a small, poorly wrapped package on their doorstep. Inside was a beautifully wrapped box with a bow on top. The girl immediately assumed it was a mistake and that it wasn't meant for them. But her mother insisted that they at least open it. As they began to unwrap the box, it started to shake violently. Then out popped a hideous, hairy monster. The monster spoke in a voice that sounded like nails on a chalkboard. "I am the monster that lives under your bed. For 13 years you have been kind enough to let me sleep under your bed, and so I have brought you a gift." Then it vanished. The girl and her mother screamed and huddled together in a corner. They were too scared to do anything else. To their surprise, there was a brand new wardrobe with a note attached that read, "Open me when you are ready," still shaking and sobbing. God's hand in this mysterious gift, they thanked God and took the food to eat. From that day on, every morning they would receive a gift from the monster under the bed until one day it stopped. The girl and her mother became very suspicious and stopped accepting the gifts. Then one day the girl's mother went missing. The police were called, but they couldn't find her anywhere. The girl searched the house and found her mother's keys on the floor. They fit the wardrobe perfectly. She opened it, and it was empty, except for a note that read, "I have taken your mother because she doesn't believe in me. If you want to see her again, come live under the bed." The girl was only 8 years old and didn't know what to do. She lay down on the floor crying. Then she heard a voice that sounded like nails on a chalkboard. "Well, hello there, little girl. Are you ready to come live under the bed?" She looked under the bed and saw the hideous hairy monster from before. He reached his hand out to her and beckoned for her to come closer. She reached out to grab his hand, and as he pulled her under the bed, she screamed, "Wait, I don't want to come with you." The monster stopped and turned around. His face was inches from hers. "It's too late, little girl. Now you must choose. Do you want to live under the bed forever, or do you want to die?" The girl screamed as loud as she could, then closed her eyes and waited for death to come. But it never did. Instead, she felt something wet trickle down her cheek. She opened her eyes to find that she was no longer under the bed. She was in her room, and it was morning. The wardrobe was gone. But in its place was a note that simply read, "Thank you for playing." Then she heard a knock on her door. She opened it to find the police and a priest standing there. "Are you okay? We found you. Wandering around the city center? Do you remember anything?" The girl looked at the priest and asked, "Is my mom here?" The priest had a sad look on his face. "Your mother left you a note saying that she was going away for a long time, but we're assuming that she meant forever. She's really sorry, but what?" The priest and the police officers exchanged a look. "But she left you a sizable inheritance." The girl nodded slowly, still confused and upset. That night, as the girl was getting ready for bed, she noticed a small, poorly wrapped package under her bed. It was a beautifully wrapped box with a bow on top.